Hello and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool number line. We are solving problems related to TEKS 5.3K and we will solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got three friends that sharing a sandwich, and we've got different amounts being eaten. And Priya's got this remaining amount here. So we could use a part whole because we've got two different parts right here. We have a third part that's unknown, right? And then it says they share a sub sandwich, so that's just going to need to be our total of 1. But we have some difficulties here because we've got fractions, we've got a decimal, and then our answer needs to be in fractions. So I think a number line is going to be a little bit easier to use because that's going to help us keep track of our equivalent fractions and our equivalent decimals. So here's my sub sandwich, and I'm just going to go from 0 to 1. They don't say a number, but when it says share a sub sandwich, that is just one whole. And so that one whole is going to be all that we need to think about. So we've got amounts here. We've got Layla eating 3/8. All right, so 4/8 is going to be half because 4 is half of 8. So I'm going to put a little bit less than half. I'm going to put 3/8 right here. And then I've got eating 0.25. Okay, so I've got some options here. I need to make a jump. And I'm not sure how far that jump is going to go. Let's say the jump is going to go here. And it's going to add 0.25. What I'm looking for is the distance there. If I can figure out what this point is right here, then I can subtract that from 1 and figure out what the distance is. So we have some options. One option would be to turn 3/8 into a decimal. So we can do that. So if you don't know your 8, you can always divide up. Divide 8 into 3. Now you're going to have to do quite a bit of adding zeros, and it's going to end up being 3 different times because 8s go to the thousandths place. So that goes 3, and that's 24. So 6, let's bring down the 0, 756, and then that's going to be your last one, 5. So we could do that. We can say 3/8 is the same as 0.375. Now I can add 0.25. All right, so let's do this, 0.375. Make sure we're lining up our decimals. So that 5 is just floating out in space. That's fine. That's going to be 12. And then that's going to be, what, 6? Okay, 0.625. So it looks like I'm at 0.625. Now, I need to subtract that from 1 to see what the remaining gap is. All right, so 1 minus, now watch what I have to do. I end up having to put a whole bunch of zeros. 6, 2, 5, and lots of regrouping. So let's make sure we do that correctly. 5, 7, 3. Now you might be thinking, okay, so this is 0.375. All of my answers are fractions. And now I've got to turn that back into a fraction. So this is 375 thousandths. And trying to simplify that is going to be difficult. Now, when you get something that big, you should try your 125s. And what you're going to find is that it goes in perfectly. But we didn't even need to necessarily think about it. 375, we've seen that before. It's right here. It's at 3/8. Now that's if we change everything into decimals. We could change things into fractions, right? So 0.25 is the same as 1/4, which is the same as 2/8. So 3/8 plus 2/8 makes 5/8. Now what's that gap between 5/8 and 1 whole? Well, you might be able to just add up. You might be able to say, okay, 5/8 plus 3/8 gets you 1 whole. You can also rename your 1 whole as 8/8, and then you can subtract to see what that gap is. So you could do it by changing into decimals. You can do it by changing into fractions. Either way, you have to bring it back into a fraction, and our answer here is going to be A, 3/8.